Uno, dos, tres.
If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently?
My name is Atriox, and I am the last face you will ever see.
Welcome to Gaming Pop once again, episode 18. Go and tell your friends, episode 18. Gaming Pop, that's right.
Gaming Pop.
You know what we're talking about today, Charles?
The long-awaited Halo Infinite review.
Halo Infinite review. Wow, it has been too long since we have been excited to discuss this topic. 3 weeks now?
Yeah,
How long has
man.
it been out now,
We've been
actually?
sitting, bro. We've been sitting on our thoughts. The game came out, December, like the first week of December, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's been a minute.
And we're already bored of it. Wow.
You're not lying, fool. You're not lying, fool.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
All
that
right,
shit,
so we're
yeah.
going heavy on this review, just so y'all know.
December 8th.
Wow, that's
on,
pretty
December
sad. So that's literally 20 days, or 11 days. I'm sorry,
Holy-
21 days.
Holy crappers.
Okay, do you want to get hurt? You trying to get hurt already?
Look, man.
You don't have to make fun of me.
Imagine if I had another beer in me, bro.
Imagine if I had another blunt in me before we started, too.
Wowzers.
So,
Yo, we're looking solid right now.
what are we talking about?
We're looking good.
How did you feel about the campaign?
Okay. Let's structure this a little bit.
Yeah, we could do a little structural.
So, this episode fully dedicated to Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, that's
This
it.
is our Halo Infinite review. We are going to talk about campaign, multiplayer, and overall thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's be real.
Let's start with beginning thoughts of like when we first hopped on. That way we're not confusing people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about campaign.
Okay, good
Let's
start.
talk about campaign. Let's start with campaign. Now, okay. Let's start with our positives first.
Let's start with the campaign. Let's
Let's-
do this. We can run
let's
through
start-
the campaign
Well,
as
no.
it goes through a little bit.
Well, let's
Okay.
give our positives first.
Okay, sure,
Okay,
positives.
so positives.
Okay,
So, I thought the game started really cool.
I loved it.
I think the opening sequence, that cutscene, I was actually mind blown.
That was a good cut. That was the, yeah.
This is sick.
Homie was going ham.
Dude, it was so good. It reminded me, like, I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but the epicness of it reminded me of that.
How
Especially,
you cutting in through the little
Yes.
energy shield? Yep.
especially when Atriox dropped him.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the cutscene, Atriox pulls him by basically his chest and just lets him go into the depths of space.
Yep.
And that scene alone, I got like a Star Wars vibe from it just because how epic that was.
I like that.
When it comes to the space thing. And I was just like, yeah, what a well fucking done cutscene. And it really does kind of just put you into that atmosphere. Like, all right, we're in here. Halo is back. We've been gone for like 6-7 years with Halo 5 Guardians, and now we're here.
Let me
Let's
ask you
get it
this.
started.
Let me ask you. Have you seen The Matrix?
Not the new one.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, this Halo game reminds me a lot of The Matrix, the new one. It's got all of the parts that make you go, oh my god, I love The Matrix!
Yeah.
And a bunch of parts that make you go, why the fuck did they make this game?
Yeah.
That's what I had a lot of. I loved it. Originally, when we first played it, exactly. You first time you see Halo, the first time you hop in a Warthog, all of it.
Feels good.
Amazing.
Feels good to be back.
And then you start running into some issues.
Yeah.
Mine, maybe just because I'm on the OG Xbox, mine was slow. Mine was like kind of laggy. A lot of like the cutscenes and stuff didn't run properly.
What?
Yeah, it was
really?
kind of bummed me. But at the same time, I did really enjoy it. You're not wrong. It was by far my favorite Halo to date.
Really?
I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I love it to death.
Really?
And
Your favorite Halo out of all?
I love it so much
Campaign-wise.
Campaign-wise. I love it so much that I hate it. I love it so much that I hate it, honestly.
I am genuinely shocked.
It was so cool, bro. The fact that you can like call in your vehicles on the little mountain or whatever, sickest, the coolest thing ever.
Your fobs.
The fobs, the exploration, the open world. Yeah. I love it. I love an open world game. You know me. I love Fallout. I love not Call of Duty. I love Fallout. I love Skyrim, Oblivion, all of those games.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, I don't know. I thought they could have done a little better with the open world, but I mean, at the same time, they did what they did. You know, I'm not complaining.
I mean, it's Halo's first open world game, and for that in itself, I'll say, hey,
they did great.
I feel like they did a really good job.
I loved it.
I think they did a really good job with the open world. Now,
I know for a fact that I loved it so much that when it first came out, I spent 28 hours. My little log still says like 20
you went crazy.
Hours. I went ham on it. I didn't stop playing it.
Yeah, this guy went nuts. You guys might not understand, but you know, we both have each other on our friends list, of course. Yep. You guys, we'll drop our gamer tags below. Definitely add us, man. Let's be friends. Catch up on some shit.
Have a little gameplay weekend.
For sure, definitely. So we'll drop those below and shit like that. But I'll see this guy playing, and he'll even call me up, and he'll just be like, "Bro, I just got off work, but I'm hopping on Halo Infinite right now, and I'm just so stoked to be back." Like Jorian was nonstop.
Trust me, I was. The homies that I work with would even know. That's all I was talking about at work. Even to the point where I was just putting up the campaign on like the TVs.
Yeah, the campaign I would say. So me and Jor both played on Heroic. Which was at first
definitely difficult.
At first, I felt like it was pretty easy when we were in the corridors.
Yeah,
and
the
everything
corridor
like
levels.
that.
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty easy.
It's
like
the
when you
bosses
first start. Yeah, bosses are hard, and then once you get out of that and you get into the open world and you start taking not even necessarily the fobs, but the actual the outposts, the banished outposts.
Yeah,
those
were
fun.
Tough. I love
those. Were tough, bro. There is so many enemies in those, man. So many.
I low-key wish that because of how like dead the open world is once you beat the game, I kind of wish that those had like a timer and they restarted or something.
Hell yes.
Because it's like there's no point of it being there now. It's just some destroyed spot, so it might as well just like, hey, the Banished came back because you haven't been here in so long. Yeah. Redo it.
Rebuild it, and then you go take it out again.
That shit would be fun.
It wouldn't be bad. It's you are not lying, especially
when you beat the thing, and double when you beat the game. They should at least give you more of those contract missions.
Yeah.
Hey, this dude came out of nowhere. Come kill him. Even if you don't get a new weapon every time.
Fuck yes. Just go kill this high target. Yeah, go kill this high target.
I literally, while I was waiting for you with Jalen, I was like, let me hop on this real quick. Let me tell you. I said, let me hop on this real quick. I hop on it. I played my beaten version, and I was like, well, there's nothing to do, so let me hop onto my legendary edition.
Oh, okay.
Literally, was nothing to do on the one, because I don't know if I found everything, but it's like I have to find everything now. There's no little icon. Yeah. It's like, let me just sit on a mongoose and go goose around for
pretty
a bit.
much.
But I'm not ready to do that. Anyway, so I hop on the legendary edition because I just want to catch up or beat it. And I'm putting in work. I finally beat the part, and as I beat the part, the game glitches out on me, bro. It's the sound trouble. I'm telling you, it's got this sound issue that I cannot explain.
What part did you beat?
So I'm still on the first level. I'm on that part where you're destroying the banished ship right before you go onto the Halo.
Okay. Yeah.
And you have to destroy the two little nodes or whatever. Anyway, I just blew up both of them, and as soon as I did that, the audio does this glitchy thing where it's just it makes no sense what happens. You can't hear anything, and then you even get to the cutscene, and it's still just doing all this drama garbage noise.
Yeah.
So I quit the game, restarted. It's still making the same noise. So it's just like, that is why I've had a hard time with this Halo. It literally doesn't have a good audio time.
That blows.
Yeah.
That.
When I was playing on the other one, I would get in the Warthog, I'd have all the homies in the vehicle, and sometimes you'd go off of a jump, and right as you're midair, you'd hear, "Oh, sick, that's cool," or whatever, and as you're on the ground, you're still hearing their voice in the air behind you, and it's like,
yeah,
how?
you told me, you told me about that, yeah.
Which is cool that the game has some good 3D audio, but not in the right dimensions.
Nah, famo. Bro, that... I feel bad. I feel bad.
And maybe that's
sucks.
just some post-gen stuff. Because you know what's interesting?
Yeah,
I think I told you this. I could play GTA 4 and it runs like no one's business. I'm murk on GTA 4 because of how smooth that thing runs.
That's an old-ass game.
I know. And that's just because of that Xbox.
Yeah, that's an old-ass game.
You know what I mean? I wonder if I had a different one, if it would play differently, but dadgum.
Well, you got GTA 4 that's fucking 6 gigs versus Halo Infinite that's fucking 80...
Which way.
I think it's like...
Either which way.
It's really not a bad gigabyte game. But let's be real, it's a huge game.
It's a beefy game.
The gigabytes is weird because it's like, it just kind of shows that Microsoft cares about compression because it's like, I was expecting this game to be like 90 gigs, but for multiplayer and campaign, the game is like fucking like 40 gigs.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Fucking nuts.
Which compared to the Master Chief Collection is very interesting.
100,
the collection is 100.
Yeah. Which is like,
it makes sense.
like
There's 7
5
games on
yeah,
there,
so there's a lot of games.
But still, for 5 games,
for brand new Halo,
compared to Warzone on his own,
Warzone itself is ridiculous. 200 gigabyte game. It fucking makes no sense.
It's 200 now.
It's like 200 gigs.
It used to be like one something.
Maybe,
time I played
okay, it might be like 125.
Either way,
it's with the Modern Warfare installed too. I think it comes out to like 220. I'm like, that game's fucking ridiculous.
All right, so how do you feel about the weapons on this newest Halo?
Weapons I'm not mad at. Weapons surprisingly I'm not mad at. I like what they've I like the additions.
Do you feel
I
like
like the additions.
missing?
I feel like they need to bring the original Pulse Carbine back.
That's
I think they need to bring that
the
back.
green beam.
The green one that just does your nice one shot.
I love that one.
This new Pulse Carbine, which is the name of it, it's fucking dog water. It is the most terrible gun that they have added into this series since like maybe Halo 2. It is fucking trash.
When I first read Carbine, I was like, okay, what a cool little skin.
It looks cool. It doesn't
shoot right.
It looks really cool. It has the 3 little beams, and it's like, this is nice. This is really, what a cool gun. And then when you realize the fucking thing does 0 damage to anything, it's like, what did you guys even think about putting this into the game? And it's like terrible in campaign as well. How, like in multiplayer, you just use the plasma pistol. There's no point in picking up that gun. But that gun is still bad in campaign. And when I saw that the gun was still bad in campaign, I was like, oh yeah, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, did you guys not test this at all? This gun is garbage. It's garbage. But it's still cool. It's a cool gun.
It's like,
garbage.
it could be bad in multiplayer, but it needs to be badass in campaign then.
Yeah.
That has to be the trade-off.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
There was a review. I watched a review on IGN that they were talking about the equipment. And they said, hey, like, in multiplayer, a lot of this equipment doesn't fucking matter, except for the grapple shot, really. None of them matter. But they're like, in campaign, though, especially if you're playing on higher difficulties, you're going to find yourself needing to get used to the buttons
if
for
you can
what
do
equipment.
A good combo, you
need them. You need the
See, that's funny you say that,
which is awesome.
Because I watched a homie's review and he said all you need is the grapple. If you just upgrade the grapple to the top, you're good.
No, I think that the drop shield does wonders in campaign.
Oh, it definitely is phenomenal.
That thing does wonders in campaign.
It can stop a wraith ball.
And the sensor, really, stop a wraith ball. Shit, I think the sensor is good for later levels when you fight a lot of bosses. You're trying to fight the crate. Like the last 2 bosses. Well, no, it's actually the main brute and the invisible guy. Those were the ones that I use sensor a lot. The last one you don't need it really because she just bounces everywhere.
I use the sensor a lot on those like on that like last push level when you're just pushing towards the end and there's like the little pockets of homies. That's when I was really using it, just to like find the last 3 dudes who you can move on. That's about it. But you're not wrong. When you're fighting that boss dude with the gravity hammer, you're like, where the hell is this guy? I gotta get away from him. Where is he?
For sure. It was like, I was popping the sensors all the time.
Every corner that you had a clue.
Yeah, all the time.
You're like, all right, let me at least run to this corner. I'm gonna leave this here and then get over to the other corner. I'll know when he got me there.
The freaking the boss fights in this game were surprisingly really cool. I thought they were sick, man. I thought the boss fights were really fucking sick in this game. I was
Even
surprised.
the first boss fight. Even the first boss fight, you're like,
brute.
damn, that took me a minute.
First brute, yeah.
Yeah.
That was sick.
a good
He had
fight.
the jetpack and bouncing around. He was a sick fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they did a really good job, surprisingly, for a Halo game.
Every
It was really
boss,
cool.
even the little contract ones, you had fun with them. All of them talked a good amount of shit.
Yeah,
even
dude.
just regular dudes, they did really good with the combat on the
Yeah.
campaign portion. I'll give them that. That shit was cool.
I feel like the weapons overall, I feel like they're decent, especially in the campaign itself. I just feel like the pulse carbine is really trash.
Yeah.
If we're just talking about a gun, I feel like that and the Hydra. I think the Hydra
Is the Hydra that little extra red blasting laser thing that shoots off like the little pew, pew, pew? That's the only sound I can make.
No, the Hydra's like the other grenade one.
Oh,
that's like a
the little
marine
rocket
one.
launcher
The
that locks
kind of
on?
rocket. Yeah, that
It's
one is kind of
okay.
cheeks to me. I was like, no.
That one's like I'm feeling a little scaredy boy. Let me grab this kind of gun.
Yeah,
And it don't
yeah.
work even for being a scaredy boy. The one that I don't like is that brute one that they use. It's got like the blade on it. I can't remember.
Ravager.
The Ravager. I
That's
don't
the
like that
Ravager.
one.
I fuck with.
How do you use that?
I like the Ravagers because I think it's cool.
It's a cool,
It's just cool. I
idea,
don't
but
know.
in practice, I don't like it.
I mean, the thing that gives me that kind of like thing with that gun to where I'm like, it's cool. It's just because it's so much more better than the pulse carbine. So I'm like, you know what? It still gets the job done. I can still kill people with it.
Yeah.
But the pulse carbine is like, you just can't do absolutely nothing with
Yeah.
it. Plus, also with the Ravager, you could charge it up. Charge that bitch up, blast it, and then you just have a fucking little body of fire. Which is cool. So the Ravager I like, but I could see where you're like, you know what, because it does feel like when you shoot it, it seems like it packs a big ass kick, but it doesn't. It doesn't
That's
give what
why.
it's supposed to give. You feel
You know
me?
where'd the brute shot go?
Oh, the grenade one?
That would be nice.
That would be fun in this
That
game.
would be a very good
That would
gun.
be fun. Why the game? There's so many brutes in this game, and there's no brute shot. That makes
that
no
would be a
sense.
really good gun.
They should replace the Hydra with the brute shot.
So one of the
Replace
things,
that, yeah.
one of the things with the campaign that really bugged me was a lot of the corridor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought if we're gonna do an open world, they might as well have. I honestly had thought that they were gonna do the entire outer ring. Like I
Yeah.
thought that was gonna be the entire open world. Now in my like obviously that would be badass because you could do a lot more that way and have these little tucked away, like literally how they had all these little tucked away structures. They could have done that exact same thing.
Yeah.
Made you maybe go one floor deep in there, you know, hit whatever button, and then if there was a library scene, maybe then that's the deepest you need to go. But I feel like as far as the open worldiness of it, I kind of dislike because you can't go back and fix the stuff that you made. Like I have no clue
That's
where
a
the
fact.
first skull is. I've
Yeah.
got no clue at all, and
There-
I don't really feel like replaying it.
Yeah, they've even said shit. There's some skulls locked within those first missions, and you actually can't go back and replay missions right now. You have to start a brand new game. And this goes back into a bigger conversation. I'm not sure if you want to get into this right now. If you want to, I'm
We
down.
can save it for deeper.
I don't. I just feel like this game, bro. You said it at the beginning. You said, "Look, I feel like they did what they needed to do, which was give a good Halo, but that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
No,
there was
dude.
nothing else
If
to
we
it."
want to dive into the negative end of it, it's like they dropped this game, and because it all was super shiny and looked nice, we all kind of really ignored a lot of the flaws.
Yeah.
But the more time that has gone on, the more the flaws have become. Have you
Yes.
heard of the oddball thing?
Yeah.
It's like everything has just gotten worse and worse. So if you don't know, in oddball now, I think it's you just take the ball and you look up and melee it.
Yeah.
It destroys the ball, which restarts the
Resets it.
game, and it kind of like destroys the function of the
So
game.
you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, if you guys don't know, it's like if you're winning, which the point of all ball is so
To
you
hold
hold
the
the
ball
ball,
longer.
you capture points. So basically, the team will try to chase you as you have the ball. So if you have the ball and you know the team is coming, you just throw this ball up, hit it, and it resets. So it's like then you could tell your teams, "Hey, I just hit it. Let's reset. Everybody go to the middle." So you automatically already have a 1-up. Everybody knows what they're doing, etc.
Exactly.
And you could just coordinate. Just coordinate.
Really,
You know, if
and
you
it
have a
almost
full player
becomes like a
squad.
bait and switch on them too,
Yeah.
because you get the whole team coming at you where the
Yeah.
ball's at. Now it's gone.
Yeah, now it's
and
gone,
then
and,
you just
the
reverse
team
on
is
them.
in the middle, waiting for the ball. So
Wow.
the game, like even the campaign. I just feel like with the campaign, I think my biggest issue with this game is the lack of environments
Yep.
is so fucking severely missed.
Yeah.
It's so
Dude, it's
fucking
such an
severely
open
missed.
world, and I feel like there's not a lot of enemies on the surface portion of it.
Yeah.
And when there are, it's far and few between. It's like 2 dudes on Ghost, and then 4 dudes surrounding some whatever thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool, we're making it seem like they're doing some shit, but they're really not.
Yeah.
And then obviously because I'm on the older Xbox, the draw distance is horrible. So you know how, like, we're talking about the fact, this is kind of side subject, honestly, how we're talking about destroying the facilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was one part, I destroyed the facilities and then went up on, like, the mountain nearest it. And because everything was destroyed, you could look down on it and see, like, the most horrible pixeled version of it. And it's like, why are you even trying to render that? Like, just render it in a different... It was bad, bro. And then you zoom in on the rifle and it makes it even worse. And it's like, dude...
Oh my
God. I think I recorded it.
God.
I'll have to show you at some point.
That sounds terrible, bro.
It's like, maybe, like I said, it's maybe my generation thing. And then again, with playing online with you, that time when you were like, yeah, I'm on the loading...
I'm already looking at my stats
and all that shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm on my damn loading screen still.
Fuck, man, I'm still waiting. I'm just like...
And again, generational gap. I totally get it. And you know what else? I think it's one of those generational gaps, and they do the throttling shit. I really think they do.
I think
because
so,
with the new Xbox, but it's like, why are y'all gonna do that when you don't even have Xboxes for us to buy?
Well, dude, do you remember when that Apex? I think it was the Apex season with Horizon. It wasn't the Ash one or whatever, but I remember because Jai, I came over here, we were talking about this. Jai was saying that playing the new season, he would play with some homies who had the new Xbox, and Jai was the only person who was getting kicked off. And I said the same thing. I was like, well, I'm playing with my friend Chase, who I was playing. It was me, Nick, and Chase, and Chase has the old Xbox, and he has a day one, and Chase was getting kicked off too when the new season came out, and we're just like, why the fuck do me and Nick, who have the new Xboxes, we're fine, but Chase is getting kicked off basically like one out of 3 games. So like almost every other game is getting kicked off. Jai, same thing was happening to Jai, and it's just like, when I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely doing some fuck shit. Like when it's like, okay, for the new consoles, you guys are fine, you're good, and it's not even like okay, you spent the money. It's just like our resources are here, so we're just gonna focus on you guys. We don't give 2 fucks about the old shit. So basically, if you don't have the new shit, fuck you, and go buy one. Basically, that's how it's going.
You say all that, and I think of them homies who are like, I still have an Xbox 360.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is my Netflix machine. So, nah, crazy. But, I mean, it sucks. It really does suck to hear you have your issues with the game.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had any of it. I haven't. To me, the game has ran fine. Honestly, it's ran flawless. There has been times, I told you about this, when it comes to cutscenes, I just feel like all the cutscenes look really good except for the pilot. They just call him the pilot. I feel like the pilot, there's times where I look at him.
Still?
I have beat it.
Okay.
I don't fucking remember his name. I think he's a shitty character.
I think his name was like Raul. It was something so boring. I was like, come on.
I give 2 shits about that dude.
He was lame. He was such a lame.
I give 2 shits about him. He was...
I was a scaredy cat and I ran and I hid in the ship. You would be mad at me because I ran. Nigga, we are balls deep in this fucking war right now and you're gonna bitch and moan. We don't got time for this, little kid.
Yeah, there was a point to where he was like, blah blah blah, you try to stay out down here and fight, blah blah blah. I'm trying to go home to my family and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, he was like, you're putting us all at risk, blah blah blah. You don't know what you're doing. I'm like, nigga, I've spent 3 games with this dude. I've seen what he can do, brother. Okay, he's literally threw a bomb out of his ship, stayed on the bomb, went into a Covenant ship, put the bomb on the ship, activated the bomb, then jumped out of the ship, and then went to Earth. I don't need to hear you say you don't know what you're doing. Okay? I'm sick of it. Hearing him talk was so annoying. I'm like, he's just an annoying character. He's an annoying character. I don't like what they did with this new Cortana. When the new
Cortana is dumb to me as well. Go ahead.
They did that. I feel like they did that on purpose because they were trying to do the whole naive. They're trying to introduce a new Cortana, right?
What they could have just done was they could have even just done it stupid and been like, "Hey, we made this program to fix Cortana."
Yeah, or the thing is, they could have made her a new AI, right? But it made her an AI who asked smart questions. Who asked they could be dumb but smart at the same time. Just be like, "Oh, why are we here? Like, what are we doing this? Like why? Like, blah, blah, blah. But she was
I
just
honestly
like...
don't understand the story either.
I don't understand it. In when the one scene where Chief was deleting her, and she was like, "You try to delete me," and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I was like, bro, I was like,
am I supposed to be reading this?
Yeah,
right
I'm like, what is it? Like, what? I don't understand what that was. Why are you trying to delete her? I didn't get that part. She's trying in that moment. In that moment, though, it's like she's trying to help you.
He's trying to delete
her. So I'm like,
because here's what
is the point?
So she was there to contain Cortana after whatever happened in between Halo blah 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 and Halo Now, right?
Yeah.
And she did that, right? Cortana's dead, blah, blah, blah. Now, she has been there for 6 months, and his job was to go down there and destroy her. And I think on his way there is when he got attacked by what's-his-name. And so that's why she's been there. Yeah, Aatrox. So in between the Aatrox shit and that, he got killed, right? Yeah. Or he got knocked out. In between that, she finished the whole battle with Cortana and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when you go down to her and he's about to delete her, is because that was his primary objective anyway, was to go down there and delete her. So as soon as she starts kind of making this like, oh shit, she could go down this Cortana path, I might as well just delete her. That's the only thing I got out of that, because I had to watch somebody else's YouTube video for it.
Yeah. See, that's what I wanted to ask you. I was like, okay, nigga, did you know that, or did you watch a YouTube video? Just because, like, I was like, were you just as confused as me in that moment? Because, nigga, in the moment, I'm like, why are you trying to delete her? She's helping you right now.
I know.
Why are you trying to? And I'm just like so confused. And then she's like, "You trying to delete me? I'm not talking to you." And I'm like, okay.
See,
whatever.
He has friends.
Yeah, I was like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? And
this shit was dumb, bro.
A lot of the missions was very much, which this is kind of, it is Halo-esque. There has been missions like this in Halo, of course. Mm-hmm. In the second mission of Halo, which is called Halo, he basically goes to 3 different spots and he's rescuing teams.
Yeah, and I love that mission. That is the best mission. That totally made sense, and I was totally okay with that. And that right there,
I love saving the people.
And that right there, that idea you could use across the entire ring. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had they used the entire ring, you could do that the whole damn game and never get bored of that.
So
because you feel like you're doing something worth helping these homies. And let's say, what would even make that shit even cooler? Let's say you actually got points or whatever for saving each actual homie there. Because you can go there.
Well, you get Valor.
But you get Valor, but you get it whether or not they survive. Let's just say you got more Valor if everybody survives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think the Valor thing in itself, and I think this game, let's not lie, this game just has a problem in general with progression with anything.
Yeah.
Because the Valor in itself, I feel like you could go through and just do the campaign missions, and, well, maybe not.
No, I went through and did all the Valor stuff. You have to do the Valor stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do the Valor shit to unlock everything.
Yeah,
which me and you both have unlocked everything. But it's like, does the Valor shit really do anything? Because
all of the weapon and ammo
it really
useless.
doesn't, bro. It really doesn't. I found it useful to like go there, but I would literally just fucking re-up on a rocket launcher and a battle rifle.
Yep, rocket launcher, battle rifle, and a warthog.
Yeah, the commando was actually pretty good in the campaign too. So I would like get commando, battle rifle, and rocket launcher. Those would be the 3 I would switch between. And I was like, all the time. That's just all what I would do. Towards the end, I would unlock a fucking Pelican, or whatever it's called.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can't. It's not a Hornet. It's not a. Moving on.
It's not a Pelican, but you know what we're talking.
Flying vehicle,
the flying thing. But I would just unlock that, bro.
Yeah, once I got
unlocked that, I would unlock that and just go to do whatever I need to do.
Drop your gun.
Boom, cool.
And that right there, again, had the whole map been open world, you would be like, damn, this is kind of stupid for me to hop in this. Let me hop in my Warthog. And that was my other thing, was the terrain is kind of shitty, too. If you try to hop on a Warthog, you can't go very far on a Warthog.
Or you need to go so far just to have a road.
Exactly.
To take you there. So it's like, at that point, it's like, well, for one, this is a funner option, and then 2, it's quicker. Yeah. I can just grapple. I just grapple up this whole building.
Need for it.
But the Warthog is so essential, especially when eventually co-op comes. There's no fucking roads for us to drive on, really.
That's what bugs me the most.
Instead of the core group of playing co-op is the joy of riding in vehicles. How crazy is it that we had the option to unlock takes whenever we wanted to, and I probably did it twice?
I know.
Because
there's no need for it.
The terrain.
There's no...
It's not even a need for it because we all know tanks are
It's
monsters.
the terrain. You're right. That's the part we're on.
Tanks are fun, bro.
No,
but the
tanks are sick.
terrain, like you said, bro, there's no terrain.
There's literally
it's
2
gonna
portions
take me,
for you to use the tank.
It's gonna take me forever to get to wherever I need with a tank.
Exactly.
Versus me grappling.
Exactly.
Or using a mongoose.
Exactly.
You go mongoose to a mountain and then grapple up, and then boom, you're good.
I used to tank for like the
It's
last
an issue.
push mission.
It's an issue, yeah.
You only get tanks for the push missions, and that's the only time
Yeah.
you really need it. But it would be fun to be like, you know what? I would love to go get that contract with my tank, but too bad the contract is on the other side of this gorge, and there's no road even to get close to the gorge.
Yeah, no. I want to touch on because okay, so Jorian, you've been making such a good point on the whole. You from the start too. He said this before this game came out. He said, my dreams for this game is the whole Halo ring. Ring is different. You can explore around this whole Halo ring, etc.
That would be open world to me.
That's open world, and that's where the problems with this game comes in because Microsoft has already said that they plan on this game being a 10-year game. There isn't going to be a Halo 7. There's going to be a Halo Infinite. It's going to be like Destiny to where they just be like Destiny to where they just have big expansions, you know? And the thing is like where you're talking about exploring the Halo ring and doing all of this, that's probably what their game plan is to do that and say, hey, all right, we're going to give them a desert expansion, give them a snow expansion, give them a thing like this. But look,
that would honestly be cool.
But look. This is the issue here. Every other Halo game, the thing that makes those games special is because the reason why those campaigns are so special is because they're all self-contained levels. You beat something here, then you go somewhere else, then you go somewhere else, then you go somewhere else. If they drop at us, because the campaign ended with there being desert shit. So we're probably going to get a desert expansion next.
Okay.
Now,
that would be cool.
This is the thing. You give us a desert expansion next, cool. Everything's going to be desert. So you're not really giving me a variety of environments. Yeah. You're just saying, hey,
if you want,
here's a desert.
2 spots.
So here's everything we did with the foresty shit, but now it's just in the desert. So we're just switching it. So here's a new coat of paint. Go have fun, capture some fobs, do this, blah, 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 blah. Have fun in the desert. That's not what Halo is. Halo is one level, you're on a fucking beach, storming it on Normandy. The next mission, you're in fucking New Mombasa, like you said earlier. The next mission, you're fucking on a spaceship in space. A fucking Covenant spaceship.
Then you're on the Halo.
In Halo Reach, when you're storming that facility to get to the rocket, and then you go into space, you do the space mission, then you get to the spaceship.
And then you come back down.
That is Halo. That is why Halo is so special, because that's why the campaigns. That's why the campaigns are so special.
That's crazy that you put it that way.
That's why they're so special.
It's just like all of the episodes are a story connecting, and you're right. When you look at this campaign of Halo Infinite, like you were saying earlier, you can't go back to your first. You can't even go back and play the first mission.
You can't replay.
Then when you're on this open world terrain, there's nothing really to do once you've beaten it.
Once you beat it, you're
can't
forced to start it again. You're forced to start a new game,
and then you restart a new game, and then it doesn't want to work and makes glitchy sound noises.
And
then you go to multiplayer, which we could switch to at any point.
We can. I
think we're still pretty pissed off about the campaign.
I'm just the campaign. I just think that, like we said, the gameplay. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea or the wrong impression. The gameplay of this game might be the best of the series.
Oh, absolutely. I think it is. And I think that's more or less what I was meaning at the beginning. Oh, I charged it high. Damn it, too. Well, we can do this real quick. Check it. Okay.
For a little bit.
We're just gonna have to be quick. We're just gonna have to basically wrap it up.
We could we could finish it with audio too.
Another audio. Oh, you know what we could do? Pull out your phone.
Fuck that. Let's just do audio.
No, just do your phone right here, and then we'll just airdrop it at the end.
Okay.
It's literally just that simple. It's right here in front of you. I literally thought of this the other day. Camera. Just click the camera square right there.
Hold up.
Nigga, you do not need to respond to Twitter right now.
I check the things, man.
Nigga, you don't need to check nothing.
Come on, cuz.
You can even flip the
I'm
camera.
gonna say with 4K 30 right here, son.
Okay, shit. Ooh-wee. Oh, look, now the camera wants to come back on for just a second.
Okay.
No, it's gonna die as soon as I hit record. Don't even watch. I'm gonna die. Okay. Okay. Yes, little fucking phone call having ass nigga.
Shut up, ho. I just wiped that.
I'm wiping it again. Nyaga. Alright, here we go.
Alright,
That's
so...
okay. Not too bad.
So, the fucking... Yeah, the campaign, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's why we do horizontal. Never mind.
Wait, no, yeah, let's do that. Let's keep it up.
Yeah, too late. Okay, here we go. Alright, we're back now for real.
Yeah, so just the campaign, bro. I just the gameplay. Okay, so the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably is the best in the series. Would you think?
Definitely. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying at the
Best in
beginning.
series.
Like I said, by far my favorite
Yeah.
Halo, mainly for the gameplay.
Yeah.
You can do so much more cool shit. The grapple, the fucking
Yes.
fuel cannon, the fuel.
Oh, the
pods,
coils!
the
Fusion coils!
fusion
The
coils.
fusion coils! Those
That
are
makes
awesome.
the game just so much more insane.
Yes, those are awesome, bro.
Okay, you just need to get turned off. Calm down. Sorry.
Those are awesome. The fusion coils are fucking sick.
That makes the game
Such a
completely
cool,
different.
Such a cool addition, and they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
And the fucking
And it's not-
ammunition.
At the same time, it's really not even like a new addition. It's something that's been in the game, but a
Yeah.
repurposing of it
Yeah.
makes it entirely crazy.
Now we can throw them.
Exactly.
Because they in the Covenant ways, they just used to be the little
Yeah,
little squares. Basically.
Exactly, and then they're always
You know?
just sitting there, and you're always just like, what are even the point of these?
What are-
And
yeah.
now you can throw
Just
them?
to shoot. Yeah, you just throw these bitches. And the ammunition stations.
Those are
What a
sick, too.
cool fucking! I love those.
You
dude.
like those? I feel like I don't really have a need for them because I just picked the ammo up off homies.
I don't know, bro. There was times I don't know. I just think it would be like my thing is like I would like to run a single gun sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's
I
say if
see
I'm
that.
deep
You can
if
do
I'm
that,
deep
yeah.
into a mission, I want to run this single gun. So
Yeah.
I actually scatter for those ammunition boxes, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, sick, cool, and yeah, I love those things. I thought they were a really cool addition, man.
Mm-hmm. I can see
And,
why. I personally
yeah.
like using the grapple just to pick up other people's guns all the time.
Oh yeah,
So
sweet.
that's why I'm always switching guns.
the
Visually, that's just
yeah,
satisfying.
just
Uh-huh.
the grapple's great. Yeah, the gameplay is fucking amazing. I'll give the gameplay a 10 out of 10.
That's
man.
what I'm saying. 10 out of 10 on that.
It's fun.
And then
it's
you take
fun.
that.
It's a fun, bro. It is
I loved
fun.
it. I absolutely loved
Yeah.
it.
In
Like
open
we said,
world.
like
yeah.
we even said with the bosses, down to the bosses, it's fucking fun.
Yeah,
When
fighting
it's
them,
the
yes.
gameplay,
Yeah.
it's all sick. But when it
Yeah.
comes to the story, it's kind of like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm following along.
the story.
I'm sick of hearing
Yeah.
homeboy bitch at me for 15 minutes.
Yeah, like shut the fuck up, dude.
Like, dude,
please.
I'll get there when I can fucking get there.
I'm Master
Shit.
Chief, bitch. Suck
I
my
know, and that right there, you saying that is probably the biggest thing I can think of with that dumbass.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm
out
actually-
of
like,
out of,
nigga, you
out
don't
of
know me?
everyone in the entire Halo
You don't know me,
franchise,
nigga.
who has ever talked
Yeah.
to him like that?
You don't know me?
Not
They're
one
like,
person.
oh my god.
Yeah.
It's Master Chief.
Halo 3. Remember
Oh
Halo
my
3?
God.
Halo 3 when they first
Oh
land that
my
pelican
God.
inside of the crow's nest.
Yes.
And homie's got the
You walk
blindfolds
up.
on, and he goes, "Hey, the Chief's here." Really?
The
No
Chief's here.
fooling?
Yeah, the Chief's
Yeah.
here.
And the homie's blind, and he's like losing his mind. He's like,
Yeah.
"You guys can't be fucking with me right now." And it's like, dude, that's because everyone absolutely loves Master Chief.
And
so
knows
for
he's a
this dude to
fucking
be, why won't you listen to me? I want to go home. That was literally his
It's like,
character.
bro, shut up, man.
Shut up. We'll get you home. This is your home now, nigga. We're home.
So
Say goodbye.
Stop. Yeah, so with the campaign, man, I think look, man, I'm gonna replay I'm gonna replay the game. I'm gonna replay the campaign. I've only beat it once. I've not
Yeah.
touched it since I beat it. That was like 3 weeks ago. I'm gonna play the game again on easy, and I'm gonna give it some time so I can get some more guides, so people can have some more time finishing guides up, and then I'm gonna go through, get all the scores, get all the audio logs, get all that shit, because I want to 100% this game.
I hear you.
I love Halo. I want to 100% this game. Yeah, I'm an achievement hunter. I love it. But so I'm gonna play the campaign on easy. But I'm gonna just be real. I think this campaign, I think the open world and what they've given us, it's good Halo. It's the best Halo they've released since probably Halo Reach. just a full I think Halo 4's campaign was awesome. So if we're just going campaign, I think I like that one better.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can see you on that.
But this campaign, it's the best one in maybe fucking 8 years.
Personally,
8-9 years.
Halo 2
It's
has
been a
my
long time.
Halo 2 has my all-time favorite campaign, and it has my all-time favorite level, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But other than my favorite level is that one where you're on the boat and you're fighting the homies, and then they meet in the middle and you jump on the other
water.
boat. Yeah. By far my absolute favorite
So
level. Even
so
when you're fighting the whole level through is my favorite.
So sick, bro.
And I felt like there was one small portion of that on this newer game, and it was like they like tried to mimic it, and I think that's when I like really lost my.
Oh yeah, they had that. That felt really nice. That felt
it was cool
nice.
and all. And what I was trying to get at was the gameplay. Like we said, all of it was sick, super fun. But I have yet to find a reason or need to really go back to playing the campaign. Like I tried playing it again, and I even tried to spice up to have fun with it. I put it on Legendary. I put it in Spanish just to be goofy with it. And it's like. Still boring. It's just not even fun anymore.
This is the thing. This is the fucking thing. It's not that this is what makes Halo, but it is the main Halo 3 is probably the most campaign that I've played through than any other game. I've probably beaten Halo 3 at least 50 to 70 times.
Halo 3
50 to 70 times. Because for one, the game is short. You can beat it quick. Yeah. So I'll just go through and play it all the fucking time. 50 to 70 times I've beaten that game. But that game, the way it starts, you're on you wake up in a fucking lush green area. Mm-hmm. Then you go to the crow's nest. Mm-hmm. Then you go to a snow level. Then you go to a desert level. Then you go to a core Forerunner type place. Then you go to a fucking spaceship level where you're inside the infection shit.
Yep.
There is so many diverse levels in that fucking game that adds to the replayability. Yep. Halo Infinite, one palette. There's one palette. There is nothing else. It's the same thing.
You know what is funny to me is it feels like a remake of all the other games.
Yeah.
The first level is a remake of the first level of Halo. You're fighting in the spaceship corridors trying to get to the end while the thing's exploding.
Yeah.
Then once you make it, you're on the Halo ring. You're rescuing the Marines.
Which is basically
the same shit. Then halfway through, you finally figure out who the bad guy is. Now you're going after the bad guy.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's boring. It's not like it's the same thing. But kind of like with what you said with Halo 3, they took that same story and they flipped it on its head and did different things without it. You know what I mean? Instead of having our first corridor level where the ship's blowing up, the ship's already blown up. Now we're on the ground and we're going through this cool ass grass level.
Yeah.
They really did some cool shit, and they did some cool shit with this one. But like we've been saying, it's just like it was the same cool shit that we've seen before.
Yeah. It's just like for an open world Halo, it's cool. But what they're trying to do with this game is, like they said, they plan on having this game for 10 years. Yeah. And I just think
I'm wondering what they plan on doing.
I don't want to sit here and call us old heads. Like I don't want to say that like, oh, okay,
we want the same Halo.
Yeah, we want the same Halo or whatever. It's not even about wanting the same Halo, but I feel like I'm kind of conflicted because it's like, are we in a spot to where it's like, well, look, this is the new version of video games. Mm-hmm. They drip feed you now. So instead of everything being out at once, they just drip feed the content.
That's fine.
Which is like, but that's not fine though. That's not fine.
Here's why it's fine to me.
That's not fine.
Here's why it's fine to me.
That's not fine.
If they can drip feed it in the correct way, let's say they'd given us everything that they have right now, right? Mm-hmm. Had they given it to us smooth? Had they given it to us with better better like purchasing things like we were talking about, the Valor points, the marketplace itself, all of that shit, all of the stuff that they have right now, had they fine-tuned it a little bit better, I don't think we'd be complaining as much. But what they gave us was like, all right, here's this handful of stuff, good luck with it, and then haven't done anything with it, haven't worked on it, haven't fixed it, and I get they're taking their holiday break. I mean, shit, we've taken our holiday break, so it's like, there's stuff that they could be doing better. You want to come in? Say what up?
Nah, man, parents are going to sleep. That's all I was going to say.
All right, thank you. We'll keep it down.
I personally, I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. I get it. But my thing is it's just unacceptable because, like, we've heard of Forge not launching at launch before.
That's
like they did it.
With it.
They did it with Halo Reach. I think they did it with I know they did it with Halo 5 for sure. Like those two games.
I think they did it with Halo 5 and Forge.
With Forge. I think it was 4. I think Halo Reach
did-
launched with Forge. I think Halo Reach launched. Halo Reach was a complete package because you know why? Because Bungie made it.
Yeah, it was Halo 4 that didn't.
Oh wait,
have
wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait.
It was Halo 4 that
No,
didn't have it.
no, wait. No, Halo Reach didn't have Forge at launch. It didn't. Because I remember watching videos on it and them being like, this is the biggest Forge we've ever done.
That's
Blah,
Halo
blah, blah,
4
blah, blah.
because that was the one where they're like, we introduced the magnets and you can now clip everything together. And
No.
like all that stuff.
No, Halo Reach was the one because that was the one they had the map. They're like, we made this big ass map for you guys. It's basically like Blood Gulch just 4 times. You
major
could do whatever
goals.
you want, but it's not going to be available for launch. So Bungie, they weren't able to get that out for launch. But
man, I want to play that level.
yeah, this game, you're not giving us, and I think the reason why this game is falling so hard right now is because the lack of content, and we could brush over to multiplayer because now that's what we're getting into. Lack of content. You not launching this game with a fucking working custom games and a Forge mode or playlist, if you want to keep a game alive, why don't you have playlists that make it fun? Why don't you have Griffball? Why don't you have Griffball? That's
Why
really
is our
funny.
only option Fiesta?
Why is there no Griffball and why is there no Infection?
Yep.
Those are some of your 2 most iconic fun modes, and you don't have them. For the casual player, don't you think that's what they would want to play? To hop on and have some dumbass fun? That's what they would want. They don't want to hop into a sweaty ass match of you shoot me 5 times, I shoot you 5 times, I throw the grenade. For us who've been playing Halo forever, yeah, cool.
That's what
we're gonna
here
like
for.
that.
That's what
but
we're
for
here
the
for.
casuals who you want to capture with your free to play game, wouldn't you fucking think you would want the most content in there instead of, oh, we're gonna introduce Fiesta for 1 week and then we're gonna take it away because
and even with their free to play,
and then we actually can't add playlists in the game yet because we still have to test it. Well, that's bullshit because the community fucking pressed you guys so hard and then you fucking added it. So you guys are fucking lying. You know you can add the playlist and you just don't want to.
if anything, let us test it. That's what the betas are all about. Shit,
Yeah.
your game's been in beta for the longest time anyway.
It's all bullshit. I just think it's all bullshit because with them saying the whole we can't add playlists in until maybe January, you just lied to us because you just added in Team Slayer, you added in Tactical SWAT, you added in Fiesta, and I think those are the 3 modes they added in. But you just and free for all. So 4 modes. Modes
And I
that
think
you
like a ranks mode in there somewhere, or was that already?
Rank's already been in there. Rank's already been in there. So they added 4 brand new modes, but they already came out and said, yo, we can't add modes until like January. We got to test it out. But you fucking added them in anyway. So you're lying. You're lying. They're in there. And people have even said, they're like, bro, the game modes are in custom games. Like we could play them right now in custom games if we want to. So why aren't they in the game? And that's where it's like, what are y'all doing? Like I don't understand their approach to this. They're doing the whole the game is broke right now. It's not a broken game, but it's just lacking content severely. And they're gonna try to update it moving forward in hopes that it's just gonna get bigger, like a Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege was a fucking success story. That game launched buggy as shit, broken game, and then it turned into what it is now, which is a lot of people are fucking playing that game. You know why? Because the core gameplay of that game is fucking phenomenal. It's an awesome shooter.
But
It's an awesome
at
shooter.
the same time, so is this Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite has a pretty good multiplayer gameplay if
It does.
can work
It does.
right.
It does.
If you have a fun
It does.
game where you're not feel like you're not getting murked on the whole time, it's
Yeah.
a pretty damn good
Yeah.
game. Even on the ones where you are losing a good amount, you can still kind of laugh and have some good times.
I don't know. I get pissed off.
I hear you.
But that
if you're losing
yeah.
in the correct way, if I'm losing in the correct way to my own faults and I know it, then yes. But if I can tell you're
you'll beat
cheating,
yourself up. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I like the multiplayer. I've had a good time, but at the same time, like we said, it's with that lack of content, it's not pulling me back into it. I honestly would.
Yeah.
All day I've been wanting to play Halo in the angst to get ready for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I played it for like 5 minutes, like I said, and I was already bored of it. Bro.
Don't you feel like it's like a chore?
It really does.
Not even necessarily because of recording what we're recording, but just like we love Halo so much, so it's like, let me just try to play it again.
Yeah.
Let me just try to play it again.
And it's hard. And I think I told you off camera that whole did we talk about that already on camera? The oh my gosh, the other Call of Duty game, the Call of Duty Vanguard.
No. we haven't
So
done that.
I was talking to him about how with Halo Infinite there's only like the 4 or 5 maps, and with Vanguard I was watching some dude talk about how He'd rather play Vanguard because there's different maps and different varieties to the game.
All different types of game
All
types.
all types of different. And then playing Halo Infinite, it's like there's 4 game types with 4 maps.
Yeah.
So there's really not that much variety. And I can totally agree. I've had such a boredom. And you could even compare that to like Apex, where with Apex it's just like one big ass map, but you can land in different spots, and that makes it the variety.
Yeah, different
You
point
see
of
what I'm
interest.
saying?
Yeah,
So
point
it's
of interest,
like
yeah.
I don't know how you could do that in a Halo map, but it's
within a
like
map.
I don't know.
Look, I still believe, and I think a lot of people out there believe this game is gonna have a battle royale at some point, and I think
I'm kinda worried
that's
about it.
where all their eggs are in right now.
Maybe.
I believe all their eggs are in the fucking battle royale basket. The multiplayer is solid. What we have is solid, but think about, why do we have the lack of content? Why aren't they focused on this?
I wouldn't say
probably
it's solid.
because
I've had a couple of bad games.
I think it's because I think the lack of content and the lack of, they've been good on communication, but the lack of, I just feel like this game, there's no reason why, I really just feel like there's no reason why this game should be as bare bones as it is.
I don't know.
That's just
It
that's
does
just
feel
how I feel.
bare. It does feel like they just here's the core. Good luck.
I told you this. I said I would have preferred this game to be delayed and launched with co-op and launched with Forge.
Oh, absolutely.
And launched with all this shit.
Absolutely.
But they're like, you know what? We just need to get this game out. We already delayed it. We just got to push it out. Man, I want to play Halo Infinite with a Forge mode. You know why?
That would have been fun.
Not because I can make shit, but because other people can make shit, and I want to play Duck Hunt. I want to play all the fun custom games. But
Bro,
you know
it's
why
been
I
too
can't?
long.
You know why I can't play those? Is because they decided, hey, we're not going to put Forge out for another 6 months. So until then, the game's basically the fun. There's no fun in here. There's no fun in here right now. Until Forge comes, where you guys can make Duck Hunt and all that shit. Yeah, it's not in the game right now. So just play our boring, serious shit. And then when we add it in 6 months, you guys can create all the shit you want, and then you guys can come back and play all the fun shit. It's unacceptable. It's just, I know it's a free-to-play game. Who gives a fuck? I would have paid $60 for it. I would have gave you the $60 for a full, complete game. That shit is unacceptable to me. It's not, that drip feed fucking way to go about video games nowadays is killing the industry, bro. That's why Nintendo is excelling. That's why the Switch is so popular. That's why everything Nintendo is doing right now is fucking gold. You know why? Because they don't sell you not made games. They sell you full games. They say, hey, you want to play Mario Odyssey? Guess what? Well, here's $60 for Mario Odyssey. There you go. There's Mario. You don't worry about us patching the game.
No update.
Don't you worry about us adding in another level. The game's there. You go play this. You have a really good time with it and enjoy it. And that's yours forever. You know what all these other fucking games do nowadays? All right, we're gonna sell. Fuck it. We're either gonna sell you this game. We're gonna give it to you for free. We're gonna let you play it.
And I wonder.
And continuously add on to it. Do all this other shit, bro. Just give me a fucking game. Just give me a complete game, please. Please, just. That's all I need. I don't need this bullshit, especially with Halo. When we've always had the perfect campaign with the perfect multiplayer, nigga, there is no reason for you guys to try to copy everybody else. And that's where Halo's biggest downfall has always been ever since Bungie left it. Bungie's never tried to copy other people. They made Halo what it was. They're the fucking people who made first-person shooters on console what they are. Bungie did that. Now that they're gone, these motherfuckers act like they gotta copy everybody else. You think Bungie would have fucking done this? You think Bungie would have said, you know what, let's do Fortnite shit. How about that? How about we give them a game with fucking 4 game modes and nothing else, and let's just put it out like that? That's bullshit. And it's not consumer friendly, and it's not healthy for your game. It's just not. It's not. I don't know. I feel strongly about that because I love Halo. Yeah. And I think the direction that they took on it was just shitty, man. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I could see the gold in this multiplayer. None of my fucking friends want to play this shit anymore. Because you guys dropped the ball. You have one. Everybody has one first impression, man. You have one first impression. Whatever you do can fuck that first impression up. And Halo fucked it up. None of my friends, they already uninstalled the game.
But here's the bright side with these games is it's on game, and that was a question I was gonna ask you. Do you think because of it being with Game Pass, them having basically the excuse to just kind of be lackadaisy with it because they have the contract with Microsoft, so they're gonna be there for a while anyway. So yeah, they'll be able to work on it when they want to, kind of shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, look, the 343, they're owned by Microsoft.
Exactly.
So
had they not been owned by Microsoft, would they have dropped a full game? Is what I'm asking. Had they been on their own, being like, "Hey, we're our own company. If we don't drop this full," game.
I do see what you're saying. I think it's a yes and no. I think it's a yes and no because of the Game Pass thing, because of the multiplayer itself. The multiplayer is free. Campaign eventually is going to get paid DLC. So if you don't have Game Pass, you're clearly going to have to pay for the DLC for campaign. But multiplayer, all that shit's going to be free. So I think it's a yes and no. But I do see Microsoft. They could have released the multiplayer by itself a long time ago. The multiplayer was already done. The campaign is what they needed to rework after the feedback from E3. So they said, you know what, we could have dropped the multiplayer in 2019 or 2020, but they said, you know what, no, because Halo, I know people are going with the campaign and the multiplayer, so we're going to hold off on it. Release it together. So I just think it's a matter of y'all niggas, COVID. It's not even them. I don't want to put the blame on them. It's COVID. COVID fucked everything up. I'm pretty sure the development of this game would have been fine if it wasn't for COVID. COVID has fucked up a lot of game development for a lot of fucking things. A lot of things have got delayed. It's very hard having all these people work from home, adjusting from working from home, especially game development. I can't imagine how much like talking that takes to talk to people. Yeah. To be like, hey dude, I'm doing this thing, like, does this look good? Or like your managers to be walking around and saying that environment looks good. This looks good.
And then you probably end up at one point or another. You probably, for real, at one point or another, spend an entire hour with your supervisor, like you're saying, going over some grass blades. Yeah. Hey, I like these grass blades, but what if we do this?
But
exactly,
for
3 hours.
Bro.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, game development just seems like hell to do from home. Yeah. Like, legit seems like hell to do from home.
You think that could also be what held up Cyberpunk so much?
No, I'm not going to give them that pass. I'm not. No. Fuck that.
Cyberpunk fucked up.
Fucked up. Cyberpunk does not get the COVID pass. You know why? Because they announced that game in 2013. So no, they are not. Cyberpunk is not getting that pass. Halo and all these other games, they could get that pass. But Cyberpunk, fuck out of here.
That was announced in 2013.
Out of here, dude.
That's so funny because I wasn't there for that announcement, or I wasn't paying attention, or whatever it may be. But when I first legit heard an announcement for that game, I was like, A, that doesn't sound realistic. Yeah. And B, the game sounds dumb. Yeah. Dumb. Lo and behold, both were true.
Dog, I think what happened with Cyberpunk was that they were full on development for the PS4 and the Xbox One, and then they got wind of the new consoles, and then they were just like, all right, we're just going to start developing for these. Fuck the old ones. And I think that's what stopped. I think that's what fucked that game up. I legit do believe that they were doing work on the OG consoles, and then they got wind of the new ones. And they were like, all right, well, we're just going to stop kind of prioritizing these. We're just going to work on the new shit and keep it at that. And that's
what fucked everything
up. And that's what made that so bad. Because when you think about this game, yeah, this game might have its issues, which I'm sure it fucking does, bro, but you know, Xbox is like, all right, we still need to prioritize this. Like, we still need to make sure this is good. Yeah. It plays well. It runs well. Even though you are going to get your bugs, you're going to get your crashes, but we don't want no Cyberpunk shit. Cyberpunk, I feel like, legitly, we're like, all right, we're just going to put those on the back burner and just focus on these things.
You know what's crazy? Even a year later, they still haven't done
Haven't fixed it. I'm still waiting on the next-gen patch. I haven't played it.
You paid for it.
Well, look, I actually hoed them because
did you get you got the refund?
Yeah, I got my refund, and then I bought the regular game for $60, and then I got my refund, got all my money back, and then on Best Buy I got a steelbook of Cyberpunk 2077 for $5. So I won. I just hoed the system. That's what y'all get. You want to release broken fucking games? I just got your game with the steelbook for $5. $5. So yeah, I just hoed you guys. You thought you were gonna host somebody? No, I hoed you.
He said, "I hoed you." Nigga.
I paid $65, got my money back, and then spent $5. I won.
Whatever major
and then
loser.
Far Cry 6, spent $35 on that. The game just came out. So don't buy games. Don't buy games day one no more. You got Game Pass now. You can sit on games, even with Far Cry and all this other shit. look, don't buy games. You wait 2 months.
Wait 2
give it
weeks
months.
in some of these cases.
2 weeks.
Do you know Far Cry dropped its price immediately? Which
like
is
$40
bad.
bucks.
That's bad.
Hey, Guardians of the Galaxy, remember that game? Apparently Guardians of the Galaxy is really good. Apparently it's a really good game.
Would they drop their price?
That game went to like $40 like 3 weeks later.
Eesh,
And people are saying it's like one of the best games of the year.
It was Cyberpunk that went to like $20.
Oh, that game went crazy. Yeah, nigga, I got that game for $5.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious, bro. He
But,
said I had to steal book for $5. Well, I guess let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Overall.
I want let me hear yours first.
Okay.
Overall, let's do
Yeah.
campaign and multi. There's a whole package.
Overall.
And we
Okay.
could say, look, this game, guys, in a year and a half, this game might be a totally different
And
score.
we'll revisit it at that
We
point.
can revisit it. Yeah,
When
let's
there's a
revisit
DLC,
it for
we'll
sure.
revisit it.
Let's
for
revisit
sure.
it. But for now, we're gonna grade this shit on the content that's there. And
As of 2018, oh my god.
what's yours? 2000. Nigga, what is up with you in 2018, bro?
December 28th.
This guy's stuck on
29th.
Red Dead.
I'm stuck on
year.
8.
You're stuck on
That
2018
was-
because Red Dead came out that year.
Really? And
Yeah.
that game was amazing. And still is amazing.
Shut
and runs
up.
better than both of the games we've talked about tonight. And it's got way more shit
That's a
going
fact.
on.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? That
Oh,
game
we could
has
open up a whole other
way
can of worms. Let's
more
just finish
shit
this. We
going
could
on.
open up a whole can of worms right
I
now.
can
without
point at a
that.
nigga and go, I don't like you, I like you. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
We-
back to reality.
We could open a whole can of worms with that.
I think I'm gonna play that again. It's been a minute.
Alright,
Anyway, overall views on Halo. Like I said, campaign, bleh. Gosh, fucking mouth, word. Campaign, bleh. The actual gameplay, the motion, the tools, utensils, 10 out of 10. I've never had more fun playing a Halo game, absolutely.
Great game.
Even using the bummy weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Just trying new shit made it super fun. Absolute great. Even in the multiplayer, pretty okay. The multiplayer, I'd give a 5, honestly, because I've had some good games and I've had some shit games. And the shit games are honestly weighing my mind more than the good games, as
Yeah.
funny as that is.
Yeah.
So overall, I guess I'd have to give that hoe a 6 out of
Okay.
10.
Okay.
That's kind of harsh, but
I get that.
but at the same time, know that I'm still playing it, and that's still a working number, if anything.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's-
like I said, hey, the 6, you give it a 6 for now, but hey, it's a working number.
Exactly.
So we'll come back to it.
Come back.
My number is campaign wise, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Campaign, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
Multiplayer, surprisingly, I like what's there. I don't like the monetization. I don't like the progression. But I'm also going to give it a 7. So my rating for the game is a 7. I give it a 7. I think what's there is really good. What's there is really good.
I like the new
core,
style. Yeah.
the style, the gameplay, everything that's there is really
I do.
good.
It's
really
nice.
good. But at the end of the day, it is lacking. This game is lacking content. It is losing players fast. It needs a fucking complete, not overhaul. It just needs what a normal Halo game is supposed to have. They need to fast track Forge. At this point, I would say put co-op on the burner. I'll be dead honest with you. Put co-op on the burner, fast track Forge. Get Forge done. Put that out. Because if you don't drop Forge soon to have custom games, this game is going to fucking die, bro.
Yeah.
It is going to die. When Forge comes out and we have custom games, that the resurgence of Halo will come back. You're going to see
think so.
all the streamers playing Duck Hunt. You're going to see
Yeah.
them all playing the Goose. Remember the old Ghost games where you push each other with ghosts and try to get each other to fall into holes and shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
The
Sumo and shit like that.
Just amazing custom games. Beautiful. So I think they need to put co-op on the burner because they said co-op's supposed to come out in 3-4 months. Put that shit on the burner. Fast track Forge. That needs to come out fast because you need custom games.
Let me ask you this. Total sidebar, total off topic. When it comes to Halo 2, did you ever play the original zombies on Halo 2?
No.
Do you know how you played the original zombies?
No.
So when you would first play zombies, the way it worked was you would play on a team, and then once you'd all play on the same team or whatever, and then once you died, you had to actually quit the game and save to, or not quit the game, but you'd switch teams to whatever color the zombie team was,
Oh, hell
and you
no.
had to manually do it. And
Yeah.
that's what made it so fun. And so when it finally became a game mode, that made everybody lose their shit at the time. Because it was like, holy shit, we made a fucking game happen.
Yeah.
And so kind of exactly with what you're saying, those carried traditions of Halo, definitely were not there. Like they presented them like they were going to be there for sure. But that's definitely a staple. After Halo 3 came out and they had that in there, it's definitely been a staple. It's part of Halo 4, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and even to the point now where Halo 4, they have literally a flood version of the zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing now.
Well, the Forge was so huge after Halo 3 just because there was points where Halo Reach especially. Mm-hmm. Just nonstop Forge maps. It got to the point where it's like, nigga, can we get some original? Like, all you're doing is adding community maps. Mm-hmm. And that's because Forge is such a major player, man. It's an amazing tool. And I'm like, that tool keeps the community alive. And I'm just like, yo, your game is dying. You need that shit right now more than anything else in that fucking game right now.
Definitely.
Is you need Forge right away. So fast track it. Put whatever else you need. Whatever else you guys are doing or thinking, if you're fucking thinking about making some fucking skins, some shitty $20 skins, how about you put that shit on the back burner and focus on Forge?
Bro, it has been hard as hell for me to play that game since them cat ears came out.
Oh my god.
Since them cat ears came out, I said, why am I playing this shit so many times?
Cat ears in Halo, I don't know. And that we're so early into this, bro. Shit is about to get so wonky.
That winter contingency skin too, that
Shit's about to
peppermint.
get so wonky.
Apparently I unlocked it. I don't even want to look at it. I'm so disgusted by that.
Shit's about to get so wonky. But yo,
we should have wrapped this up.
Our Halo Infinite review, long awaited, has come to a finish, come to an end, and we will update this review when we get some more fucking content, because right now it's bare bones.
Oh shit, your flipping camera quit recording on us too.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, we're clearly going to close this up.
No more storage.
Let us know in the comments below what you think. Let us know how you feeling about it.
Please.
Man, this is probably one of our longer episodes because of how heated this was. 1 hour and 4.
Yeah, just talking about Halo. It's pretty nuts.
All right, y'all.
All right, boys.
Doses.
Ladies, later.
Man, I really wish that shit the cameras would have worked better this whole time.